before we get this started, you might have noticed the last time I said, pay no mind to that. I meant to show you what I was talking about was, see where it says Resident Evil 2 Disc 2 Track 1 .bin? Yeah, that's, if it had been actually CD or whatever, I would have been able to do Claire's scenario, which it really doesn't matter. And I forgot to do the whole strobe light warning, so I went ahead and put it up there and on the title description. I do apologize, but I'll start putting it. If I miss it out on the deal, I'm going to start putting it in the description. And believe me, probably would work best if I just put it in there. But here's the thing. What you don't realize is that because it takes so much time out of my schedule to get all this done to record and do all that, what I've been doing is I've been cutting back on the description. Now, not to the point that I haven't put dates and stuff on there. I want to make sure that that's clear on there. However, I did screw up on a video and forgot to put down that it finished uploading on another day because that's when I did, and I forget which one it was, to be honest with you. And that's not really good. I guess it really doesn't matter, as it doesn't really affect the video as much as it would. And no, I wasn't lying. So, anyway, I'll see you in the game momentarily. Bye-bye. Okay, so we're back again. And you might be asking yourself, well, he must have been lying because he hasn't died yet, even though he's had a coat on. That's not true. I think it's just a matter of the fact that I've been getting lucky. I mean, obviously not too lucky where I haven't been poisoned, obviously, because I've been poisoned, finally, by spiders. And you might be wondering why I haven't been taking them out. I said might be. I couldn't swear to you what you're thinking. For all I know, you might be thinking, ooh, look at that nice shiny wall. Isn't that wall pretty or cute or, wow, what a handsome, mighty wall it is. I don't know, to be fair. And I just want to point out that I'm not trying to claim like I actually know what the hell you're thinking. For all I know, I don't care what you think. To be fair, I don't care. I really don't. But I just want to make something clear that I'm not lying to you. It does happen. And unfortunately, it's been fortunate that I've been lucky to survive. But except for Ada. Now, it was weird that even though that Leon had infinite health on him, Ada actually made it through. Did not die whatsoever. The first time around, when I first had her as a partner that I can move around with on her, with me in control of her as the player. So the second time didn't work out too well, and I'm gonna guess that I could be wrong now, because if you don't remember. By the time this comes out, you probably have already seen the video. Anyway, where she's being attacked by dogs. Now, if it had kept on happening, she could have easily died. Maybe. Or maybe not. I don't know. It just didn't happen that way. We wound up taking them out. And then we took out them bugs, because they killed her off screen when that last video happened. And I do apologize for being really, really long. But then again, you know what? I'm glad I got a lot out. And, yeah, so we lost Ada again. Which absolutely happens so many times. I'm not sure about the other character that goes along with Claire. I do know that somehow or another that, well, Ada does survive somehow or another. Don't ask. They never really show that. They just showed that all of a sudden she's back. Like all of a sudden she might die or something. Like, no, Ada! And then all of a sudden, I thought you died. I didn't really die. I made it look that way because it was easier. So everybody would think I was dead, but not really. What the... Because literally she has to be alive. She comes back in Resident Evil 4. So... And they do kind of show cutscenes where she's back again and all that kind of junk. It's the whole scenario, the whole story, about Ada is so wonky the way they rolled out her character. But in the end, ultimately, I kind of like it. I really do. I like it way more when they revamped her entire character than they did in remake. I'm sorry, but I don't care for the remake that way. I'm glad the graphics are good and all that crap. But what they did ultimately to Leon really sucked balls. It's not the voice that I have a problem with so much. It is the way he acts like he's so stupid. He's so stupider than he is here. It's like he's more smarter in this version than you'll ever see in any other version. He may not have a lot of experience as he does in the movies following these games. You know what I'm saying? You know, or whatever. But he does have the smarts, the thing. So, and by the way, William Birkin is not our final boss. He actually does wind up, I'm just going to tell you right now, spoiler alert, if you don't want to be spoiled, which, I haven't actually fought him before. I just know about it. I don't know what he looks like, nothing like that, because I've never been that far in this game. I just know that, for a fact, that he is not our final boss. He does die. I mean, he actually, if you technically think about it, he died twice, because he took the stuff and injected himself with a deal during that cutscene. And believe me, he, yeah, I know. And you would think I would be lying, but I'm not. I'm not saying that you are actually technically thinking that. But I'm just saying, based on the evidence that you've seen so far with me having this one coat on, yeah, boy, I must be lying. I hate when I look like a liar, but at the same time, I'm actually glad that things have worked out this way. Anyway, so keep in mind that you might want to adjust your brightness settings if you suffer from epilepsy, or whatever you want to call it. I'm not trying to say that like I'm trying to correct it or anything. I can't remember exactly how you say it. But either way, if you suffer from it, or you know someone who's watching it with you, the whole shebang, just adjust the brightness settings so that you're both happy. Basically, you can both kind of see it in a way that, because, even I kind of, bright levels of lighting kind of does affect me too, depending on whether or not I'm in darkness. Actually, if the doggone brightness of the sun sets out on my screen, I can't hardly see either, to be fair. But I don't exactly suffer from epilepsy or whatever you want to call that word. Let me just look that up. I'll be right back. Well, excuse me, epilepsy, whatever. The main point is driven that if you suffer from this, just adjust your things. I'm not trying to be incorrect about this, like it really matters, as long as you get the idea that this is what I'm talking about. A neurological disorder marked by sudden recurrent episodes of sensory disturbance, loss of consciousness, or convulsions associated with abnormal electrical activity in the brain. So, I don't care about it, but its definitions from Oxford Languages or not. So yeah, especially seizures and stuff like that. You might want to just adjust the brightness. Anyway, I'll meet you back in the game. So yeah, I do apologize, but at the same time, I don't regret showing up because you need to know what the hell I'm talking about when I say that. I mean, obviously, it's epilepsy. I think I've been saying it right. I just forgot how I said it. The point is, as long as you get the idea that if you suffer from it, adjust your brightness levels. You're going to have to. I can't help you there. Even if I were to adjust my screen, that doesn't really mean that you won't be affected in some sort of any way that I might do it. So, Anyway, one thing is not to change the subject, but I'm going to do it anyway. I like that this thing actually charges up pretty fast. It only takes a matter of minutes before it's like at 50%. It could be like at 15%. 15. And you don't even take about a few minutes to get up to 50. Not even take about, maybe 5 to 10 minutes, and all of a sudden it's fully charged. I mean, that's the one thing I absolutely love about this phone. And the charger about this. That's pretty freaking awesome. So, I mean, I made a mistake. in one sense, but another, I didn't. So it's like a, I guess I'm a good mistake, question mark? Anyway, so let's get on with this. Yeah, we should have the valve, I was just thinking that. So this should be the final use of this, if I'm not mistaken. I may be wrong, because I've never been to this point before. So, let's check this again, see if there's anything new about it. I can open, close, okay, blah, 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 there's nothing new about it. And apparently, I like how that thing only had one description, but it didn't have more. Some of those things actually do have one. If you don't know this by now, that we can take the... Oh, okay. Wow, we have the valve handle with us again. But what you don't know is, up there is where Ada Wong was at, where we can't get access to. I mean, we could if we were to... And we eventually will get up to that point, I do know that much. Even though that I have personally never done that playing through this game. Because I've never been up to this point. And right now, we know we have bloodshot wounds. It doesn't really matter. It's a lot more worse when we were actually as the Claire. So what do we got here? Got a green herb. Lower pressure data transmitter. Insert the valve handle to and rotate it to move the central bridge up or down. I'm not sure if we actually want to mess with this or not, but I think we might have to move this up there before we can get, because not to spoil anything, but yeah, and we do need to get across up there, so we may just have to do that. It's an old typewriter. If I had an engraver, I could save our purpose. Give it back. Oh, hello. Okay, there's something here. No. Never mind. Thought there might be something else, because I mean, there's like a whole bunch of files we can find about everywhere in this thing. You don't actually have to go get them. I just happened to spot them and stuff, and I didn't even know where half of them were. Some of them you get automatically when you have to pick up some things, which I did not realize that either, to be fair. You see, as much as I know about this game, there's just things that I don't know, and I refuse to know about it until I actually play through it. I mean, you know, it's okay, one thing, to know about the background story, about how it runs and all that and everything. That's one thing, but it's to know everything through the innards and everything else without playing it, that's another. And it's okay to, you know, the thing about unlike what South Park was saying, if you want to watch somebody else play a game, that's fine too. And the reason for it being fine is, like, if you need an actual guide. Like, really, I don't play this to be a guide, except to play, if you want to do it this way, it's just another strategy, even though I'm sure somebody else has done it. Without a doubt, but I'm not going to sit there and go searching through YouTube. I wonder if they did it the same way that I'm doing it, or doing it the same kind of pace that I'm doing. I wonder if somebody's doing the same thing. Probably not. Or if they are, I really don't care. I'm not going to go out of my way to look for that. I have admittedly looked at Necroscope's 86's videos. And not all of them. But that's not why I know what I know. It's because I played through the game on my own. I mean, as far as some of the things I have seen beyond here, some things, not everything, that's where Necroscope 86 actually goes and comes into play. Where I actually know about this game. So there's that to keep in mind. Other than that, there's just like a lot of things I'm completely blind about. Now, what I'm going to do here... Save state over that. Now I may have to come back here. It might be wise to go ahead and raise up this bridge. I'm not sure yet, because I don't know if we're going to be going up there at this point or some at this point or not. Either way, we gotta, I think we gotta do it twice. And there is no item box yet. Like, we know there's like plenty of areas that know that it happened. Oh, crap. I remember this. It was during a cutscene. It's a high-pressure gas cylinder. In case of an emergency, the red light will turn on. The gas cylinder may be removed. Of course. See? Yep. It's definitely proved to you once and for all that even though I have the coat on, I can still be taken out. And you didn't think it was possible. I think I know what I gotta do there. The problem is, it's not gonna be easy to do. So, yeah, that was our very first encounter of an alligator. A big one. And ultimately, it's supposed to be Claire taking down the alligator. Like, it doesn't really matter who it takes down. Again, I've never even been up to this point. I didn't even know that was possible. I just know that I have seen cutscenes showing Claire with that, and unfortunately, yes, I've seen Necroscope 86 actually finally accomplish that. And, well, never during an actual playthrough of the game, just a clip of it, you know. But other than that, I will see you all in the next episode of DaBLackKing Plays Resident Evil 2. I gotta be able to figure out what I gotta do, and we gotta do it fast, because otherwise this guy will take us out like no tomorrow. Even if we do have codes on, I finally should prove once and for all that we have, and I quote, no way to survive, even when cheat codes on. So, yeah. So that means that ultimately, they had got their chance to swipe off my head. They could have done that, Leon's head with those lickers. Yeah. And if I kept letting those zombies bite me eventually, I would have got a "you died" scream. But it's more like my character dies. That's one of the things I never could understand about games where they go, "You died." How did I die? I didn't die. I mean, I'm dead in real life, but that's beside the point. Anyway, I'm not gonna go there. Don't ask. I'm not gonna tell you what I mean by that. But the point is, that, yeah, when it comes to that, yeah, it's more like the character does. I am not Leon, nor have I ever portrayed to be Leon, because then I'd have to probably die as Leon. I mean, no offense to any one of the Leons ever made or created in history, but then, yeah, I'd have to die. That includes any women characters I've ever played as, like in Tomb Raider. I don't like Tomb Raider. I'll tell you that right now. And it's not the game itself, it's the mechanics that are too timed based that you actually have to do on precise. You'd have to practice it so many damn times before you can even be precise. Or get lucky. Because I can't remember which one it was, but I had to take the speedboat after I hit the deal and get up there pretty damn fast. I wasn't able to do it fast enough to get into the doors. I mean, how many times I tried, I wound up giving up completely. And I forget what other games I played as a woman, but let me tell you, don't even. Oh yeah, like Eve, Parasite Eve. Yeah, I am not them, nor do I profess to be them. I mean, I might go along with the whole idea that, like kind of gag reel stuff, but when it comes to real life, I'm not really them. I might, but not always. Either way, I will see you all in the next episode. Bye-bye.